As everyone knows, Saudi Arabia is famous for its vast desert, harsh climate, and extremely low precipitation. So how does Saudi Arabia face these extreme and challenging conditions? Today, we are going to talk about a wonderful phenomenon that will surprise you. The agricultural development in Saudi Arabia has puzzled the world and scientists around the globe. Here, you will understand in detail what is happening in Saudi Arabia. Have you ever thought about Saudi Arabia? Let's learn more about the history of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the second largest Arab country in Western Asia and the Middle East, occupying most of the Arabian Peninsula with an area of approximately 2.15 million square kilometers, making it the fifth largest country in Asia. But did you know that although Saudi Arabia is a very important country, it has long struggled with the problem of desertification? Saudi Arabia has diverse geography with forests, grasslands, mountains, and vast deserts. Additionally, temperatures vary across the country, with desert regions reaching temperatures of up to 40 degrees Celsius in the summer. Despite these challenges, Saudi Arabia has undergone a remarkable transformation. With the help of modern technology, the country has managed to turn vast desert areas into green agricultural lands. But how did they achieve this? Saudi Arabia first made significant investments in technology to provide the necessary equipment to transform desert lands into highly productive agricultural lands. The country focused on the latest agricultural technologies and initiatives to support rural infrastructure, radically changing the agricultural sector. Although Saudi Arabia generates considerable revenue from oil, the government has used these resources to create favorable conditions for its people, rather than relying solely on the oil business. Thanks to these investments, Saudi Arabia has made great advances in agriculture. This text describes some of the most important strategies used in this transformation process. Firstly, Saudi Arabia introduced water-saving technologies such as modern drip irrigation systems to improve its agricultural sector. These systems provide water efficiently, allowing for agriculture even in desert conditions. Additionally, Saudi Arabia built desalination plants that transform salt water into drinking water. By purifying seawater, these plants provide usable water sources for agriculture. The government acted quickly in coastal areas, from the Persian Gulf to the Red Sea, allowing seawater to be rapidly converted into drinking water, now available for domestic and industrial use. The desalination plants produce more than 300,000 cubic meters of drinking water daily. Another way to practice agriculture in desert conditions is through the use of greenhouses and hydroponics. Greenhouses promote plant growth by controlling environmental conditions, while in hydroponics, plants grow in a nutrient-rich solution without the need for soil. These methods allow for plant cultivation in desert climates. Saudi Arabia also supports agricultural development by choosing local plant varieties that are suitable for desert conditions. By selecting plants that can grow in the desert, water consumption can be reduced. As mentioned earlier, Saudi Arabia is a country that promotes modern technology and research in the agricultural sector. Advances in irrigation techniques, fertilization, and seed technology have increased agricultural productivity in desert areas. However, the efforts to transform desert regions into agricultural areas face several challenges. Water scarcity, soil quality issues such as high salinity, extreme heat, and other desert climate challenges are significant limitations. Although plumbing systems have solved part of the water supply problem, it is surprising that the severity of drought in Saudi Arabia is less than expected. In the most promising cities and agricultural areas, people drill deep wells persistently, becoming one of the most important water sources in the country's history. Today, Saudi Arabia relies mainly on underground pipelines to irrigate green lands. The country has made significant advances in technologies that use electricity for the water cycle, further overcoming the issue of water resources. The reuse of domestic water is part of this process, and water recycling plants have been established in the capital and major industrial centers to support water reuse. Today, recycled water is mainly used to irrigate agricultural lands. All these measures support and ensure the quick and efficient use of water on land. The government is willing to help farmers in the region, which is another important factor in the rapid improvement of agriculture in the country. By providing support in the form of interest-free loans and technical assistance, this goal has been partially achieved. Additionally, farmers have access to cheap fuel, electricity and water, as well as tax-exempt agricultural equipment and materials. The government has chosen a wise and flexible way to offer attractive incentives for investors. Foreign entrepreneurs can enjoy tax exemption for 10 years, among other incentive measures. The investment law, passed in April 2020, established more incentives. The Saudi Ministry of Agriculture is at the forefront in supporting local farmers. Additionally, the Saudi Agricultural Bank also offers interest-free loans and subsidies to help farmers achieve the best yields. In 1972, Saudi Arabia created the Grain Silos and Flour Mills Organization, responsible for purchasing and storing wheat, producing flour, and animal feed. Modern roads were built to connect agricultural products to export markets. The government supports capital-intensive plans, providing support to farmers who need large amounts of funding, promoting economic diversification. The government also finances some projects aimed at exploring new ways to improve the quality of fresh food, increase productivity, and enhance the resistance of agricultural plants to pests. Local farmers and scientists collaborate in agricultural research institutes at various universities in the country, which has led to an impressive transformation in the Saudi Arabian desert, surprising the entire world. What do you think about these massive changes? Don't forget to write your answers and opinions in the comments. See you later.